God. But Jess is going to take us through that, what she understands when we say fear God.
I think, let me just read a verse in the book of Psalms. In the book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 11, gives us instruction on how we ought to serve God. And it says, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. There is the part of serving God, and the manner in which we ought to serve God is with fear. And then it says that even as we are fearing, we rejoice. But how do we rejoice? We still rejoice, but with trembling. You know, the word fear has had negative connotations when you think of fearing God. The book of Exodus chapter 20 tells us of the experience of the children of Israel when God first revealed to them his law, and they trembled, and they had thunderings and lightnings, and everyone was quite scared to be in the presence of God. But then something that Moses says in the book of Exodus 20 verse 20, he tells them, you know, do not fear, do not fear. But then God has given you these commandments so that you may fear him, so that you may learn to submit to him, so that you may learn to reverence him, so that you can you can submit to an authority that is higher than yours, to wisdom that is higher than yours, to a being that is greater than you, to a kind of thinking that is unlike yours. And that is what fearing God essentially is. This does not necessarily mean that we do not rejoice in the presence of God. It means that we submit to his authority, we submit to his leadership, we submit to who he is. And it is the joy of submitting to God that causes us to fear and obey him, to come to his presence with fear and trembling, and yet ironically with rejoicing as well.
So I